thick chicks down in Texas, all the way to New Orleans where the girls cook catfish. And in LA, every chick's an actress. Hollywood status with the shaded glass.
Alright ladies, let's get right into it. The first thing I'm going to do is go into this hot pink shade on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to go into the crease area with this color, starting on the outer portion of the eye and gradually sweeping it. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. Gradually sweeping it inward. So for my ladies that's still struggling with their blending, which would definitely apply to my black ass because it's still a struggle for me sometimes too. What you're going to do, guys, is just really focus on layering your eyeshadows and building upon the color for a nice ombre effect. Now with this purple shade, I'm going to take a more densely packed brush, which means a brush that has that's more packed so that I can get more of a deposit of the color. I'm just going to take that and slightly go underneath that first shade just to start creating some depth and dimension into the eyeshadow look. So now I'm going back with that first brush that I used in the crease area, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of that purple eyeshadow so that I'm not losing too many of my colors as I build them on. So now I'm going to take a more deeper purple, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the previous purple shade, but just this is going to be just creating more of that depth and dimension because I am going to be going in and cutting my crease. So I really want this to be as saturated as possible. So I'm taking another densely packed brush and just going slightly on the outer corner of the eye and just building up my dimensions. Now I'm going to take this lighter concealer and I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush just to map out my cut crease look. Now I'm going to start off with this eyeshadow brush to do that, but then I'm going to move into a more of a skinny pencil brush. It's really an artist brush. And I've been doing this here lately because it's more easier to really get a crisp and more cleaner cut crease look when you go in with that more finer detail brush. So this is how I'm going to start the eyeshadow look, and then I'm going to switch over into my skinny pencil brush so that it's a whole lot more easier to make it really crisp, sharp, and clean. See? Just like that, girl. Just like that. So after you're done cutting the shit out of people with your crease, you're going to go right into this blue shimmer eyeshadow and you're just going to pack that on the outer portion of the eye. And don't worry about it being perfect when it comes to the way it's laying, the way I'm placing it on that outer portion of the eye, because I'm going to take a wet wipe and actually clean that up so that it's sharp and all of that. And I'll show you that further on in the tutorial. Now you can use an eyeshadow brush to apply this eyeshadow, or you can go in with the same brush that I used to cut the crease just to make sure you don't go too far over the line, which is fine too. It's fine, but it's not, but it's okay if you go over it a little bit because we're going to still go back into that crease to sharpen things up. Take this green shimmer shade and I'm going to place that all over the lid area right next to the blue eyeshadow that I just placed there. And I am applying this eyeshadow with a wet brush so that it is more pigmented. And I'm doing the exact same thing I did with the first eyeshadow, just packing this color on little by little, layer by layer. And I'm going to go back in with the blue as well and just kind of go back and forth so that it's blending with each other well and it looks like it wants to get married, you know, not have to. So I'm using two different yellow eyeshadow shades here, and I'm going to be putting that on the front portion of this cut crease look. Now, one thing I will say is I'm not a fan of the fact that I used a matte eyeshadow next to the shimmer shadows, just because, you know, they kind of already throwing prenups into this marriage agreement here. It's not really with the marriage. It's a little viva la resistance. But I still made it work. So yeah, just pack that in the front, and then I'm just going to merge them all together. Now, it is some things that I did do off of camera, like put this purple back into that crease area just to give me more of sharpness in the cut crease. And I really took the time off camera as well, guys, to really just blend those colors back and forth, the green, the blue, and the yellow. And then I took that white just to sharpen that up. Remember, I was telling y'all when I was placing the blue that I wanted to that I was going to go back and sharpen out that area. I just used a wet wipe for that. Now I'm just going under the eye with a little gel liner just to really bolden out that waterline area with some black. And then I'm going to take the pink, the purple, all three shades, and I'm just going to blend that on the lower lash line and kind of go back and forth with the black as well, just to smoke that area out. So once I have that all nice and smoked out to my liking, I'm going to take this white pearl pigment and I'm just going to put that in about 1/3 of the way on my lower lash line area, just to open up my eye and make them look more awake. And then I'm going to take a few of these stickers and just pop them on my forehead just to add fun. You don't have to do this at all. And that completes the look. I hope you ladies enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was informative. I hope you try it out, and I hope to see y'all on my next video. I got plenty of more looks coming soon, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, and peace and love and light to all you beautiful people out there that watched this tutorial today. Mwah.